So
Okay.
how are you currently approaching must be true questions?
I mean, a lot of like, I think that what's most effective for me is kind of going through the answers, trying to apply each to the premise, and then like eliminating. And whatever I'm left with is normally like down to two or three, and then I just consistently pick the incorrect one.
Okay. Okay. Do you ever diagram them?
Um, if if I feel like it makes sense to diagram, I will diagram. I don't always see the diagram immediately, especially if it's framed in a way that isn't like super obvious that it's conditional. Um, does that help you?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah,
Okay.
there are some cases where it's worth diagramming. And so yeah, in those cases you do want to spot those subtle conditional statements because some will involve indicator words like then or if or when or whenever or implying
Mhm.
necessary sufficient relationships. Other times it's a little more subtle. And so see if the stimulus is very tightly packed, are there conditional links there? Or do you see the same variables in multiple sentences or multiple clauses? If you do, that's an indication you might be able to link together those two statements in some way.
Right. And I guess that would apply to like absolute terms versus relative terms as well.
Exactly. So the more absolute is more likely to be a conditional. And something else you said about like weak language, I think is relevant here too, because must be true questions. You do want more moderate language. You could even call it weak language, like saying
Mhm.
some or at least a few versus all or a majority. It's more likely that more moderate language is supported by or guaranteed by the stimulus
Right.
than more extreme language would be. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.